Hello everyone, welcome to Everyday Essential series of Shantha Lakshmi IAS Academy. So today in this video, let us discuss the topics of 25th of August 2025. First, we are going to discuss about the trout fish, and second about the integrated air defense weapon system, and third about the International Big Cat Alliance, fourth about the Gok Teak Viaduct, and finally Somalia country mapping. Starting with our first topic, that is the trout. So this trout is a kind of fish. You can see here this is a trout. And why we are discussing about this trout now? See, because of the recent flash flood incidents in this Himachal Pradesh, this trout habitat is being affected because of this flash flood events. So we'll see what are the issues first. How these flash flood incidents are affecting this trout. See, the issue comes like this. See, the flash floods in Himachal Pradesh. See, till August 2025, this year, there are about 75 flash flood events in this Himachal Pradesh. So, because of these flash floods, there was a huge damage to the aquatic habitats like rivers and the streams. And how? Why the flash floods are affecting these aquatic habitats? Because flash floods bring the debris and the muddy water to those rivers. Yes, right? Flash floods means a sudden erupt of the water, right? So that flash floods bring the debris and the muddy water to the freshwater lakes and the rivers. So because of this debris and the muddy water coming into these freshwater rivers, those muddy water and this debris will restrict the oxygen supply to these fish or the aquatic animals. So because of the lack of the oxygen supply, this is leading to the death or mortality of the aquatic animals. So this is the issue. And now coming to the trout farmers. So in Himachal Pradesh only there are 742 trout farmers, especially in the Kullu and the Mandi districts, suffered a lot due to these flash floods. And the Himachal Pradesh is the leading player in this trout farming. But because of the flash floods, this is being affected. And regarding this, the Fisheries Department has urged the government to include the trout farmers under the disaster relief as they're currently excluded. So these trout farmers are currently excluded under this disaster relief fund. So now the Fisheries Department is urging the government to include the trout farmers in this disaster relief so that they can get some incentives or the support from the government due to the negative consequences of this flash floods so that they can have some earning, right? So this is the issue. Now let's see about the trout. So this trout is a freshwater fish. Remember, it is a freshwater fish and it belongs to the salmonid family of fish and is closely related to salmon. This trout is closely related to the salmon. It thrives in the cold, fast flowing streams and the rivers, cold areas. So that's why Himachal Pradesh is a high altitude area. And so there in that rivers like the Bias, Sutlej, there these trout fishes will survive and they are known for their vibrant colors. These trout fish are known for their vibrant colors and they can also camouflage. They also have this character of this camouflage so that they can easily escape from their prey. And they have a streamlined body shape with small scales. And see, these trout are not a native species of India, but they are native to North America and the Europe. Remember, these are native to North America and Europe, but are brought to or introduced in India during the colonial period. And these trout fish, why is this trout farming? So these are known for its delicious taste. These fishes are known for its delicious taste and they are also the rich source of high quality protein, omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin B6 and 12, selenium and the antioxidants. Not only they have the delicious taste but they have also the medicinal properties. Now coming to the trout in India. So in India, as I said earlier, this trout is native to the North America and the Europe. So in India, these were introduced by the Britishers during the colonial period, especially for the sport fishing purpose, especially for the sport fishing. But In the coming years, it became a commercial farming due to its medicinal properties and the delicious taste. So now in India, we have these two kinds of trouts, that is the rainbow trout and the brown trout. So this rainbow trout is native to the North America and India. These are present in the Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir and the Uttarakhand and the Sikkim. And coming to the brown trout, these are native to Europe and these are present in the Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh. You can see here, this is the brown trout. Because of this color, we are calling it as a brown trout. It is native to the Europe, right? And this is the rainbow trout because of the rainbow or the many colors. This is native to North America. And next, coming to our second topic, that is the integrated air defense weapon system. So why we are discussing this? The DRDO has successfully conducted this maiden flight test of this integrated air defense weapon system at the Odisha around 12:30 p.m. on Saturday. So let's see what is this integrated air defense weapon system. So it is a multi-layered air defense system. Remember, it is a multi-layered air defense system. It consists of three components, namely QRSAM, that is the quick reaction surface to air missiles, and the VSHORADs, that is the very short range air defense system missiles. And third comes the high power laser based directed energy weapon. Remember these three components, QRSAM, VSHORADs, and the directed energy weapon. And we'll see in detail about these three components in our next slides. But now coming to this integrated air defense weapon system. So it is an integrated operation which is controlled by the centralized command and the control system, which was established by the Defense and Research and Development Laboratory of Hyderabad. So what is the use or the benefit of this integrated air defense weapon system? See, it can neutralize air threats within the range of 30 kilometers, ranging from high speed to low speed and fixed wing to rotary wing type. So it can neutralize the air threats from within the range of 30 kilometers so that we can detect the enemy targets and also we can neutralize in the air itself only because of its centralized command and control system of this DRDL. Now coming to the three components of this, out of this, the first one is the QRSAM, that is the quick reaction surface to air missile system. So it is a short range surface to air missile system which has the range of 3 to 30 kilometer surface to air missile system, and it is a protective shield to moving armored columns of the army from enemy aerial targets. So this QRSAM is act as a protective shield to the army weapons, and it has the search and the track capability and can fire on short hauls. It can search the targets and also track the capability, and it has the ability to fire also. We have discussed its operation range is 3 to 30 kilometers, and this QRSAM is a fully automated command and control system. This is not manually operated. It will operate on its own, fully automated, and it is equipped with two radars and the one launcher. The radars are the active array battery surveillance radar, and the second is the active array battery multifunction radar. Both these radars operate on this 360 degrees, and they will provide or they will detect the missiles or the enemy threats from in the 360-degree surveillance. And here you can see the picture of this QRSAM. Next, moving to a second component, that is the VSHORADs. So these VSHORADs are a fourth generation man parts, advanced miniaturized man parts. See, these are the not only man parts but miniaturized man parts. These are in small size. So what are the man parts? Man parts means a man portable air defense system. These are operated by man by carrying on its shoulders. You can see the soldier is carrying this man pad on its shoulders. So by putting it on his shoulders, the man can operate. The soldiers can operate manually. So these are known as the man parts and the very short range. And these will meet the needs of all the three branches of the armed forces, that is the army, navy, and the air force. So it will meet all the needs of the three branches of the armed forces. So it can neutralize the targets between the range of 300 meters and 6 kilometers, including drones and other classes of aerial threats. So this VSHORADs also Same as like this QR SAM, it will also neutralize targets between 300 meters to 6 kilometers. But it is equipped to meet all the needs of this Army, Navy, and the Air Force. So this is about the VSHORARs. And coming to a third component, that is the DEW, that is the Direct Energy Equipment. DEW, that is the Directed Energy Weapon. And what is this weapon? See, it uses high energy laser beams. It uses high energy laser beams to damage or destroy the enemy targets. So it uses the laser beams, and it offers instantaneous engagement, precision targeting, and the low per shot cost also. So here you can see this is this directed energy weapon where high energy lasers have been equipped here. So this is about the integrated air defense weapon system. Now moving to a third topic, that is the International Big Cat Alliance. So this is a old topic. Why we are discussing now? Because Nepal has officially joined this International Big Cat Alliance. So we'll see or we'll revise about this International Big Cat Alliance. So this International Big Cat Alliance was an initiative of India, and it was announced by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on April 9th, 2023 at the Mysuru, Karnataka, at mega international event which was happened to commemorate the 50 years of Project Tiger of India. So when was the Project Tiger was started? It was started in 1973, and in 2023 it celebrated the 50 years of Project Tiger. So in that commemoration and in that event, Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced this International Big Cat Alliance, and the Union Cabinet approved this, and they'll formally launch this International Big Cat Alliance by setting up of the secretariat or the headquarters in India on March 12th, 2024. So what is the purpose of this International Big Cat Alliance? So it helps to preserve the seven big cats. Namely, what are those seven big cats? Tiger, lion, leopard, snow leopard, cheetah, jaguar, and puma. And so as this International Big Cat Alliance is in news from the last year, so now what you can do is go and check about this all these seven cats. Go and search about the seven cats. What is their habitat, or where are they distributed, and what are the characteristic? Nowadays UPSC in the prelims is asking, mainly focusing on the characteristics of the species, right? So you see, is there any special characteristic of these seven big cats? Already there were PYQs on these topics also, but anyhow go and check about these seven cats. And coming to the members of this International Big Cat Alliance, it includes 95 big cat range countries. 95 big cat range countries means the countries which have the presence of these big cats, and also not only the range countries but also the non-range countries. The countries which do not have these big cats are also part of this alliance. Why? Because if third countries have an interest in this big cat conservation, and the conservation partners, scientific organizations, those are engaged in the big cat research. Along with these, we also have these business groups and the corporates who are committed to supporting big cat conservation efforts. So these are the members of the International Big Cat Alliance. And now Nepal also became the part of this member of this International Big Cat Alliance. Now coming to the governance structure of this International Big Cat Alliance. So it has an assembly, and this assembly is the apex decision making body. It includes the representatives from the member countries. It includes the representative from the member country. It is the apex decision making body. This assembly only will select and elect the director general of this International Big Cat Alliance. And here you can see director general is elected and appointed by the assembly. Now SP Yadav is the Director General of this International Big Cat Alliance. He was a Indian Forest Service officer, and this assembly has selected and appointed SP Yadav from India as the Director General of this International Big Cat Alliance. And then we have this secretariat. This secretariat will give the administrative support to the assembly. And next we have the standing committee, and this standing committee will help in the effective functioning of this assembly by conducting meetings and day-to-day functions. And this standing committee will meet at least once a year. And then we have this national focal point. These national focal point are designated by the each member country in their countries. And they will recommend some suggestions or they will give some advice to the secretariat. National focal point were constituted by the each member countries. So this is all about the International Big Cat Alliance. Now moving to the Go Take Viaduct. So this is an historical railway bridge. So why we are discussing this? The Myanmar junta blames rebels for bombing of historical rail bridge. So in Myanmar, we know that there is this junta ruling on, and on Sunday it said that the colonial era bridge that was once the world's highest railway trestle had been bombed by the TNLA rebel group. So we'll see what is this Gok Take Viaduct. You can see the picture of this Gok Take Viaduct, and it is a railway trestle in Myanmar, and it is the largest railway trestle in the world. So by the way, what is this trestle means? See, you can see here. Trestle means these are the trestles, the structures which give support to the bridge. These are the trestles. So this Goktek Viaduct is the largest trestle supported railway bridge in the world. So that has its historical significance, and that's why we are discussing about this railway bridge of Myanmar. And it was built during the British colonial era between 1885 and the 1900 by the British firm John MacArthur and Company, and it was opened on 1901. So it has a length of about 689 meters and a height of about 225 meters. It spans a gorge in the Pegu range, which is about 100 kilometer northeast of the Yangon. So remember, Gok Take Viaduct is the highest bridge in Myanmar and also the tallest railway trestle of the world. Now coming to our final topic, that is the Somalia. So here you can see it is the Somalia, which is also lies on the equator. So it is a country of the East Africa, stretching across the Horn of Africa. So this Horn of Africa consists of three extremely eastern countries of Africa. What are those? That is the Somalia, Ethiopia, Eritrea, and the Djibouti, right? So it is also, Somalia is a Horn of African country. And this Somalia has the longest coastline on the Africa's mainland, that is the 3,333 kilometer. And what is the capital of the Somalia? It is the Mogadishu, and it has only two permanent rivers. Those are the Juppa River and the Shabili River. And one more strategic location is at the mouth of this Somalia. There is this Babel Mandeb, which gives access to the Red Sea. And here you can see the borders. There is the Kenya, Ethiopia here, and Djibouti. And here Indian Ocean. We also have here Gulf of Aden also. You can see here Gulf of Aden and the Indonesian maritime boundaries. And here it is this Bab el Mandeb, which connect this Red Sea here. And here you can see the rivers, that is the Jubba River and the Shebeli River, two main rivers of Somalia. So that's all for today. Thank you.